Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to give you a quick roundup of some activity that has happened between announcement day and now, and what to expect over the coming weeks. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you for the way that you have all received and heard that information, and for the really thought-provoking questions, challenges and discussions that we have had since. So we are now in a place where we will enter into a period of group consultation. This is where our group consultation representatives will have the opportunity to really understand and receive more detail on the business case for change. We'll have the opportunity to hear your views and represent them at those consultation meetings, and will be an opportunity for everybody to get the answers they require or expect, if appropriate, through that business consultation meetings and process. So we now have 2 group consultation representatives for our level 10 community. Those are Cheryl and Tom Perry. They will represent your views if needed, and they will hear the information that comes from those meetings and share that back with you. We've already thought about lots of different ways that we can make them as accessible as possible. We also have an elected representative for our level 9 community. This was a hotly contested seat with 3 nominations, but we have ended with a lady called Kim Costello, who is a specialist, a selling specialist from Brent Cross, where for our level 9 community, the constituency spans 2 branches in the same way as it did for customer support, technical support and shop support. And of course, for our level 10 community, the constituency is just 1 branch here in Welwyn. So all of those individuals will come out of their ordinary roles and they will become full-time group consultation representatives. We talked about in the announcement how important these individuals are, so please do make the very best use of them that you can. But I would caveat that with just asking for a little bit of patience. So all of our GC reps across all of our shops will have their training on Tuesday. So until they get to that point, then they won't have real confidence in how the process works. They will also have their first group consultation meeting on Wednesday next week. Now, until they have that first initial meeting, there won't be loads of information that they can share with you, and there won't be lots of answers that they can give you. But certainly in their training, they will understand how going forward we can gather and share opinion in those meetings and how we best can get answers back out to constituents. Now, alongside our group consultation representatives, we will also have some other roles in branch that are supporting us. So we will have a transition manager and a group of TM experts. So Natasha is our transition manager and our TM experts are Amy, Kat and Amanda. Now, these individuals will support the process in many ways, but what we've heard most conversation about in the branch is alignment. Now, these TMs and Natasha will become our experts in alignment. And again, we haven't had any further information since announcement day on how this process or how the app itself works. But these guys will get the training first, and then I am sure that they will do everything within their power to ensure that every individual understands how to technically engage with the app and what the best way of approaching inputting your available hours are. I'm sure there will be lots of questions, and that once we have some additional knowledge, I am sure we will be able to answer those questions. So another point that I wanted to make is that there's been some feedback and questions around when the alignment tool goes live. Now that isn't until the 10th of September. The reason this is that the information around alignment will not be shared until just before that in terms of group consultation. So the first meeting will all be about understanding the business proposal and why, and having the opportunity to present some questions or gather some questions on the back of that. We will then in subsequent meetings move on to the alignment tool and how that will work and the purpose of alignment. Once our GC reps and our expert team have this information, they will be able to share it back with all of you, and therefore when we enter into the period where individuals have to give their available hours, they will be much more informed than we are presently. During the course of next week, we will also offer some branch-wide Q&A sessions. Now, again, we don't have any additional information to what you've heard at announcement, but as that information has sunk in, there may be some clarifying questions that you would like to ask. We shall advertise the dates and times of these meetings, and we'll run them just for next week until our GC reps are in a position where they feel trained and ready to take on the role of the conduit between yourselves and the rest of the business. I hope that's a helpful update. As always, any questions, please just ask any of us, and we shall update you again shortly on any progress or changes that have happened. Thank you for listening.